Okay, sure.
Yeah, just to
Good evening, everyone. So welcome to our program. We are from Prose Education. Can everybody hear me? Am I audible? Yes. Thank you. Yes. So we are from Prose Education. I have my colleagues with me, Rekha and Somya.
Hello, everyone.
Somya is here. I can't see who all are present, but welcome. And some of you are from Hyderabad and all across the country, right? That's what he's saying. Most of you are from Telangana, right? So this is my first workshop for chess children, and I'm super excited to do this. Parents, we basically are from Prose Education. Prose Education is the first online school for sports and children who play games. Children who professionally are looking at making this a career. Now, we started in 2017, where we started in a place called Tarun Sardesi. Tarun Sardesi is one of the biggest golf academies in India. So he had a problem with children who were very good. And when it came to the 8th, 9th, parent used to panic and then pull them out of, the sport and put them into, tell them like, okay, now you go back to, you finish your education and come back to the sport. And sometimes we know that this is not possible for the child who goes back to education may not come back to the sport. And even if he comes back, his peers that he was playing with have moved ahead of him. And somewhere they lose confidence, they lose self-esteem. So that is something which happens. Also, today, parents, sports have really opened up in our country. Would you agree with that? Today, and when it's opened up in our country, what does it mean for us as parents? For us, it means that there is more competition. Now, when there's more competition, what does it tell us? It tells us as parents, we need to take little decisions for our children so we don't really burden them. And as Amit, as I spoke to Amit before this meeting and asked him, how many hours does a child who is getting professionally going to be a professional chess player? And I was quite shocked that he said 8 hours. So a child has to spend 8 hours to become a professional chess player. Parents, school is a must for all children. Education, I agree, is a must for all children, right? Now, when you talk about school, 8 hours of school for children is necessary. Why? Because it keeps them constructionally busy, right? They need to have 8 hours of education. But for a child who's pursuing sports, for a child who's pursuing a game and wants to become a professional, 8 hours is actually not necessary for a child because he's already constructively busy in something else, which is taking him somewhere else. Right? And I'm sure if we give our children the benefit of the doubt, they will be able to focus on their career as chess players. But here, Prose Education is going to help you with the education. And we will take you through that in a while. Right? I also tell parents today that, down back then, engineers, lawyers, all that were very important. But today, there's so much of opportunity for a sports child. There's so much of opportunity. There are so many verticals that your child can do in sports. Your child can become a chess lawyer. I mean, your child can become a chess, entrepreneur. There's so many things that your child can do. So we have workshops on verticals that a sports child can enter. So we will, when we are doing that, I will definitely inform Amit and you can come in. And so the way we do it as pros, we shrink the time they spend in school, right? So we only have 3 hours of school. So thereby the child does not have to leave education because education is important, but can focus on his sports. Because chess is a mind game. When it's a mind game, you need the child. The child cannot be tired because the child has to use, sometimes when, You might not have done any exercise, but if you used your mind a lot, you're tired, right? So for a chess child, he's using his mind, maybe not physically, but his mind is being used, and he cannot be tired. So he cannot give his best if he's tired, right, Amit? Am I right in that?
Yeah, I totally agree.
So how do I help a child? So we might have a solution for you, because we, from Prose Education, we help children who are seriously following their careers and their path in sports and gaming, right? Soumya is basically going to run you through our program. So our program is called Game Changer.
Hope everybody can see my screen here.
Yes.
Yes.
So our schooling program is called Game Changer program. Basically, why did we call it Game Changer? Because it's meant to change your life and your child's life in his own game. Soumya, over to you.
So basically, the objective and mission, what we come here to create a balance, like, where you see the current education system and the sports, they don't interact much with each other. So the child is not able to spend enough time with the coach, and they're coming back to the education is always the pressure on the child to complete everything on their own, basically completing their notes, preparing for the exams. So there's always like, a balance required where the child could do both, equally well, without making them, giving them the pressure to compete with a child who is attending school every day and it's so easy for them, right? Because the sports children are completely different. Their requirements just, it would be a complete, structure they would require, for them to make them focus on both equally well. That's how we thrive here. With a passion and objective, we come here to do so, where we are taking school to the playground, right? So you always see the playground inside the school. The objective here is to take a school, playground, school to the playground, where it would be very easier for the child to balance both. And the model of schooling itself we follow here, we follow handshake approach with the coach, and we have jot down a age group in the child's, where the child, for the in terms of their education and sports, where you see 9 to 13 years, we call it as a foundational years, where the children should be given enough exposure to given the skills developed, given the time to pursue it, as well as to equally give them the time to pursue the education. So 9 to 13 years, what you're giving to them, it will be like a foundational years. And the next years, what will be going, these are the critical years, because their school certifications are becoming very important. Because, again, in their games, the identification, the prospect identification, the exposure would go to a different level, right? So when we counsel many parents here, we usually come up with two scenarios here. We see the first scenario, the child says, let me pursue my passion, I would want to quit education now. That's again not a good thing, because education is very important, as you all know. The second option is the parent is telling, let my child, take a break from the game, what they're playing, let they only pursue now education. This is not a good thing. Why? Because the foundational, these are years the child would have spent, thriving to build these skills and hone these skills, would just go for a haywire, and coming back again to the game is not easy, right? So the model of schooling, what we follow handshake approach with a coach. It means to that we are very aligned, with their schedules, their gaming schedules, as well as the coach is kind of well aware with the child's academic schedules. So we are meeting lot many coaches, understanding the schedules of theirs and trying to create a balance for them. For children, the game and the education don't get disconnected. Everything is happening in very integrated and a simplified approach for them. And it becomes easier for them when they were going to the coach for their sporting needs, and they're coming to us for their academic needs. So this is the model of schooling what we follow. And as you see the options what we provide here, there are two options. One is the option where the child is joining from wherever they are in. So this is like, school is traveling along with the child. because this becomes very important when the child is not in one place. They have to travel, they have to attend tournaments, and the time itself to get ready for the school and go back, it consumes a lot of time. In that case, the children could attend the school from wherever they are in. So this is like school is traveling along with them. The second option is a study-centered monitored environment. It's like taking school to the playground. We have a tie-up with certain academies where we have a physical center there. The children who are pursuing sports in that academy, they're coming to our center. So both the ways, it's making really, a coordination would be there with the children so that the children could do both equally well. So we have two schools, one in the morning and one in the evening. The child could either select the morning school or the evening school. So the morning school timings will be 10:50 a.m. to 1:10 p.m. And evening school will be 5 p.m. to 7:20. So this would be the structure and, the quite a bit brief about the school and, how it's been, we're doing. So I think more of our analysis of the admission analysis you could see here. Vanessa, you could take over this, like about the admission analysis where we have children from various sports.
So we have children from various sports. We don't have chess players still, but we have cricket, badminton, we have golf, we have basketball, we have badminton, we have athletes, we have motorsports, we have swimming, and this is from all sports and all across pan India. Children come here and practice because also our school, we believe for a child who's going to perform, you guys need to go and play chess in different places, right? So you need to travel. So you need a school that travels with you. So no matter where you are, you can travel. Now, what happens to a regular school is today schools are giving sports children, they're giving them attendance. Now, why this kind of school is basically being catered to all the children. But when a sports child, or when you go for tournament, when you go to play a game and you come back, the child comes back to the class, this class has moved ahead. And somewhere children feel that maybe I'm not good in studies and there's a burden of copying the notes, catching up. So all this becomes a burden for the child, right? We don't need to burden our children at this stage of their life. They need to enjoy their school. They need to enjoy their game. They need to get more focused, right? So here what happens is when they go even for a tournament outside, not in their home place, the school travels with them. So they don't really have to give up going to school. They can log in case if they don't log in also. We believe in self-learning because parents, at the end of the day, what is education? School might give you 100% education, but are you really educated? You've not gone to school. Now, self-learning is so important, and that is going to take us through life. Because when the child is able to read, comprehend on its own, that would make all the difference for them, right? Because that is a different level of stimulation. So even when they're traveling, we give them concept videos where they have to self-learn. It's only 10-15 minutes. But that 10-15 minutes is so powerful. Because like you're playing chess, if you're not in contact with the sport for 1 or 2 weeks, can you really go and perform chess? Likewise, education is also like that. You can't keep taking those long breaks, keep coming back. You need even the 10-15 minutes would work magical for a child. The child can do really well. And we always say children who are into sports and into game can do much better than other children because there is so much of focus, there's so much of concentration that these children have that they don't need long hours to study. What a child could study in 4 hours, a student who's gaming or a child who's into sports can actually take it in 1 hour or half an hour. And we've seen this with so many of our students, right? So that's why parents, you need to understand a sport child. You need to understand and give them that benefit. And that's when they can perform better in their sport and really do well for themselves. We have our classrooms, which we would like to show you. Somya? So these are the classrooms that we have, Prose Education. This is our center in Bangalore, which is our office also, where the children from all over come and study. We have Just Cricket. You must have heard of Just Cricket, is one of the biggest cricket academies for training children. The children, there's always a monitor there. And also parents, even if your child is studying outside, like we have a lot of children from Delhi, Chennai, Pune, who come into us. We do not have classrooms there, but every child is assigned to a counselor, a monitor. So they are being monitored. It's like school. We don't, because children at this age, they need to be guided. And we make sure that they are guided in the right way. If they don't attend classroom, we would call them. So there are parent teacher meetings. All that is available for your child. So you know exactly how well your child is doing. So these are our classrooms that we have for our children. This is at Dravidan Padikone Academy. You must have heard it. This is one of India's largest sporting academy in India, where from all sports, there's football, cricket, badminton, tennis, all of them come in and they come in here and they study. This is our center at Omtex Mumbai. This is at FC Madras Chennai. There are more than 60 children who are studying. So these are our partners who are from, who basically, if it's basically a lot through the coaches that we go, because when the coach and we are together, the child also does well. And that's why we always prefer going through the coach, because sometimes when the child doesn't respond, we actually call up the coach. And Rekha will take you through our people who have benefited from, from Prose Education. Rekha?
Yes. So these are some of the students who have benefited out of our system. This is Aryan Rupanand. He did a senior secondary with us, and he was the national golf champion for consecutively 3 years. And his classmate Aryaman Mohan was also pursuing his senior secondary with us, and they have gone to US on golf scholarship. And we have Hashika Ramachandran. She's the best female swimmer, National Games 2022, and she even participated in Asian Games and Commonwealth Games. And recently, she represented India in the South Africa tournament, and she's been an international level player right now. And can you just push the slides? Yeah. So this is Nenya Vijay Kumar. She's been a state rank swimmer from Chennai. And we have Karthik Singh, who is a junior golf champion, and now he is into the international level from Delhi. And we have Pratna Khanna, who's been a promising junior golfer. She's also into the international circuit. She is a golfer plus an air pistol shooter from Noida. And this is Ishan, who's been selected for under 19 cricket team from Karnataka. And we have Savian Sabu. He's been a champion in the motorsport. He's the only champion. He's the only student who's doing his motorsport with us, and he is into the national level. And we have Harshita Yadav. She's been Goan girls cricket team captain under the under 15 category. And then we have Nikki Prasad, who's been under 19 Karnataka girls cricket team captain, and now she's been included in the Indian team as well. So we have some of the students who've been with us, and also performers, and who are balancing with our form of education. Over to Vanessa. Thank you.
So parents, you must be wondering, what education do we provide? What is it? What certification do we provide, right? These are the questions in your mind. So our school starts from 6th grade. 6th, 7th, 8th, we do the NCERT syllabus. Now, why do we do the NCERT syllabus? Because if a child wants to go back to the mainstream of education, any CBSE school, they will have absolutely no problem. They will just fit in. They will not lag behind. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, we do the NIOS board with them. Now, why do we do the NIOS board? NIOS For some parents who do not know about this board, there are two national boards. One is the CBSE and one is the NIOS board. We chose the NIOS board for sports children because we feel it's best suited for sports children. One, there's a choice of subjects that a child can take and align these subjects in such a way that it leads them to a lot of verticals that they can do tomorrow, and they don't have to waste time studying subjects which are not relevant to them, right? Second, they have exams twice a year, which is in the normal time, which is in March, April, and the other exam is in October. So for some reason, if your child is on tournament and your child can't attend, your child has the option of attending the next session. So they don't really have to sit for supplementary. They don't have to miss a year because of their game. Also, there's something called on-demand exam that they have. We don't recommend this to children because the on-demand exams are slightly tougher and the correction is also tougher. But children who are serious into sports, they do miss an exam, but we prepare them for the test. So this is only in case if the child really misses it, because if you give the option, then the child will always take the easier way out, right? So we do not allow them unless they're actually missing the exam because of their sport, right? So that's the reason why we do the NIOS. And to tell you parents that NIOS, there are 4 million children who are doing NIOS program today. And NIOS is basically, nothing can stop your child from doing anything after that. All the doors are open for them. So in no way your child is going to, not be competent or not be, not be able to take up anything what they want later in life. So I hope I'm clear with things. So parents, we have not done the subjects with you because the way we do the subjects, we align the subjects according to what they want to go forward in life. So that the counseling team would do it. Rekha and Somya are our counselors. They will be taking you to the subjects. So if you want a one-to-one session, because this can only be done in a one-to-one session, because every child is different. Every child's need is different. Every child's, the way they think, the way they want to go forward is different. And that is a one-to-one approach. So you can leave your number on the chat. We can take your number and we will call you. It's a 15 minutes thing online, which we can take you through, where we can give you whatever doubts you have, we can clear it and we can help you. So you can leave your number on the chat box. So Rekha and Somya are there with us. They will be taking your number and they will call you and, take you through the program. I mean, the subjects, what are the subjects that we have? Any questions that you have for me?
Vanessa, Amit here.
Yes, Amit.
Like last presentation which I saw regarding the degrees which you, I mean like your alumni were there, like some BBA courses and all. That's like, our
alumni.
that has been completed. Yeah.
No, we didn't show you. Okay, I'll ask Somya. Somya, can you show them the alumni?
Yes, I'll do present. Can you see now? Oh, Vanessa, can you see now?
Yeah.
You have to go to the alumni screen,
Yes.
Soumya. Yes.
So Vanessa, can I go on with this slide?
I think yes, Soumya.
Okay. So we have various students who are passed out from us doing NIOs, because 9 to 12, what we do is NIOs board. 6 to 8 standard are doing NCRT syllabus. So what happens here, the children who are passing out with us also are able to pursue their further education in a very, deemed universities as well as various universities across. For example, International Institute of Sports Management, where a child is pursuing sports management there, it is affiliated to Mumbai University. Likewise, Manipal University from Karnataka, Ramaya University is also from Bangalore. Kolkata University, we have Bhawanipur. Commerce from Mysore University. West Symbiosis International, which is a deemed university where the child is pursuing sports science. And you could also see, not only in India, the students are also pursuing in abroad, where one of the child is pursuing kinesiology in University of Laverny, which is California, USA. Menlo College Business Administration, which is again California, USA. Amity University it's a deemed university. I think everybody is known about it. So the child is doing business administration there. And again, few distance learning options also the children are taking, keeping in mind this pursuing their sports, where DI Patil and St. Joseph's, these are from Karnataka. Presidency University is a very well-known university where the child is doing law there. And LIU, it's a university in New York, USA, where the child is pursuing sports management and business administration from RR Institute from Bangalore. So these students have got their admissions without any problem, and the schooling certificate is very much valid here. They have taken their entrance exams, SATs exams to get into these universities. And in Indian universities, they have certain entrance exams they could take, but the board certifications has never been a problem. Any doubts now, Amit? You could ask me any doubts. You would want me to.
I just wanted you to go through this.
Yeah, so this is fine.
Okay.
Like these are the universities where our children are actually, where our alumnus are spread through.
Yeah, everyone,
yeah,
any
parents?
doubts you have, anything, you can just go ahead and ask them. Please
Yeah,
feel
you
free
have
to
any-
ask any doubts. Yeah.
So I will put, Rekha, can you put my number on the chat?
Yeah,
If
sure.
anyone wants to basically take a one-to-one counseling, they can. Parents, you have any questions, you can please, voice whatever you have, please ask. This is a platform for us to grow as a parent. This is a platform for us. So, next time when I'm doing a workshop for sports children and, children to gaming, I make sure I cover, because I'm learning through you all, because we have done our research for sports children. So we understand a sports child. And that's basically these workshops are, trying to help parents to understand a sport child. And so we could take the right decisions for them. So any parents, do you have any doubts? You can raise your hand. Please ask me. So that's my number. So any of you who are shy now and don't want to ask that question now, but later want to, ask me anything that you want, or you want to share my number with any sports child or any child who is not coming, you are you're most welcome to call us anytime. We're here to help you. Thank you, Deccan Chess. Amit, you have any questions for us? We have, has it addressed your parents, or you want us to talk about anything else to your parents?
No, I think
It's amazing session. I'm just hoping like the point here was like the parents know that this is this will help out in future, because as a player, I myself and many of players I have seen my students also facing these issues when they come in 8th class, 9th class. Parents worry about coping up with studies and chess. So I thought this will be a wonderful session, because seeing that no, when I joined as a football parent, I was amazed when sorry, I was surprised that no chess player was in your profile when you were presenting, right? So that is when I thought it will be a great opportunity and great initiative from my side to take and just to let parents join. Okay. Just to let everyone know, nothing, it is just an initiative I am taking up. I don't have any links. Just I know Vanessa the second time here. So that's it. And I think as a player, I think this is now a nice opportunity. This will be a game changer for all the professional chess player, where online these studies can be taken online. Okay, and being a sports school, Prose Edu is a sports school, so online sports school will be little bit different from normal online sports school, normal online schools. So they will be more supportive, and they understand us. So I think it will be great. You can just talk to them whenever you feel free. And I just came to know, Vanessa, like it's from 6th class. Okay, when I was the last time I might have missed. So yeah, I hope. For chess, it is a young kids game. Okay, people join from the age of 5 to 6 years. So, if possible, if you can start off from first, second class, like or third class, it will be more helpful in future.
Yeah, sure, Amit. We will definitely give that a thought. But if we have the numbers definitely, because we think that the first to fifth, it's where, the child needs school. So when the talent, because for most sports, the talent starts budding when they are in the fifth, sixth class.
Yeah,
That's the time when, the child
Yeah.
needs to give it more effort, they need to give it more. But definitely in Bangalore, we have a school that actually helps the sports children, it's a physical school. We don't have one in Hyderabad. We don't have, maybe in a few years, we'll have schools that help sports children. It's a sports school.
Okay, sure, Vanessa. So, any questions anyone has, please ask. Also, I think, Vanessa, it's good to have you. Thanks a lot agree to me for this wonderful presentation. Thanks to your team, Soumya and others. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Amit, for giving us this platform. We would definitely love to have chess players on board with us and, and making a difference to the sporting and to the gaming world. And may India have a lot of more, medals, and we can see, have more people in the grandmaster, right? You call it the chess.
Yeah.
So, dear parents, I wish you all the best for your child, and may your child reach that peak in chess. And it's a very intellectual game. So don't worry about their education. They'll do very well. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you, Naveen.